Alright guys, welcome back to the finals of the ESL STARBOW tournament number 5. And this is actually a little bit one-sided so far. We'll see. And fingers are crossed if you're cheering for him that OldPeaceRoadz can bring it back. He's currently trailing behind by 2 points. And he also spawns down here in the lower left corner of the map, the red Protoss, OldPeaceRoadz. And his opponent in the top right, APSC2's ieZael. Currently up 2 in this best of 5 in a really big way. He's got some leeway. It is ieZael. Those were terrible introductions, and I'm sorry. But at any rate, this has been a pretty good series. I gotta give it to OldPeaceRoadz. Like these, the score is one-sided, but that's the only thing that's one-sided. OldPeaceRoadz has been putting up great fights. He's been making smart transitions. I mean, look how he adapted from game 1 to number 2 immediately and so quickly. I would honestly not be shocked if he could bring it back to game number 3. And I'm not just saying that because I'm hoping that this goes further than 3 games. But again, really intelligent decisions out of both players are really what are prevailing here. Those transitions from ieZael last game were smooth. I mean, there's a pretty good chance you get 3-0, but I've really got my my underdog syndrome on. I'm hoping OldPeaceRoadz give us some more games here, guys. But this is the finals. That's it. There's no more games we played out today, and we'll see who can be the victor if this goes to game 4 or 9. Dikafikafi, I'm sorry if I'm saying your name wrong, asking, is the VOD of this going to be available after the live stream? So let me explain this real quick, and I apologize again for this, because it's not going to stay this way, I promise. Currently our VODs on Twitch are behind a paywall. You have to be subscribed to our channel to see them. This is because of something I'd rather not discuss, but it will be removed ideally within the next week. I'm trying to get it resolved ASAP. That being said, I've been cutting up everything I'm putting on YouTube a lot more diligently than I have in the past, so you can check our YouTube channel probably later tonight if you want to see the STARBOW matches posted. Again, my sincerest apologies, but that's just the way it has to be for the time being. Anyways, Probe gets up here into the base of ieZael. Not a lot I can really do. I really wish I knew the thought process behind that pylon in the last game. I don't know what he was going with that. But honestly, you know, I would love to see some weird cat's hatchery tactics come down, but you can't really build roaches the same way, and queens are not as reliable for damage, so it wouldn't be nearly as effective, but it would be cool and fun. I think, you know, if you're head 2-0 in a series, maybe ieZael's a show off, who knows? Maybe he wants to just secure a victory and get me done with the day. We'll find out. It is worth noting though, guys, people have been asking all day about like favorite videos, favorite series. Again, I do highly recommend Beastie Cutie versus Huesa, or He USA, depending on your point of view, from the very first STARBOW tournament ever. It's up on our YouTube channel. It was a lot of fun. It was probably one of the most fun Zerg versus Terran games, or well, best of 3 series that I've cast so far. But this is a lot of zealots marching across early. I should have brought more attention to this. I guess he chronoed them out like mad. Because ieZael, without that spine crawler, is not going to be able to deal with this, and I don't know if he's got the lings to keep the spine crawler alive. The queen is absolutely going to need to enrage. Maybe nurturing swarm on the spine crawler, if he's got energy for it, he does, would make it build a little bit faster and would transfuse it to give it a little more health, but instead puts down a creep tumor. Okay. Panic averted, not a bad deal. With the creep tumor, you can start getting some mobility. For those who don't know, by the way, you'll notice creep spread in STARBOW, it does not, I repeat, does not give a speed bonus to any Zerg units on it, but instead gives a small regeneration bonus, which is weird to consider because that's the complete opposite in regular StarCraft 2. But hey, if nothing else, you get vision from the tumors, you get a bit of map presence, and of course, you get to prevent pylons from being built anywhere on the creep. Which, by the way, has never made sense to me, because I'm pretty sure pylons are floating. They don't touch the ground, or if they do, they don't do it by much. You'd imagine that they could build on top of creep. Either way, these lings are going to find their way in here. Oh, never mind. Is that a full wall off? Is that a full wall off? I guess it's a full wall off. It didn't look like it. He's going to have to build another building behind. He's going to lose the cyber core. That much is for sure. Unfortunately, the zealots from earlier have been picked off, guys, so right now ieZael's in a pretty good spot to just tear this down. There's no ranged weapons behind this. He's just trying to get the extra couple zealots out. Forge completes, but what's he going to do? Put down one cannon out of desperation, then have to build another building? He has to cancel that gateway because he doesn't have the minerals to build the cannon. 2 zealots here on the right side might be able to hold off just a little bit longer, but if he depowers both of these gateways, what is going to power the cannon? This wall for ieZael is looking, or for OldPeaceRoadz is looking a little bit, I don't know, shady to say the least. but he's still microing like a badass. But unfortunately, there's a hole. I wouldn't have even seen that there. That is super unfortunate. Lings are going to have to be pulled to the natural, I feel. Hold positioning with Zealots on the ramp may be his best bet to catch these Lings, but decides to try to take an engagement head on. If he gets surrounded, he could still lose these Zealots. With good micro out of ieZael, he's got a lot of Lings here on this side of the map. But cannons are down. Looks like the proper wall up has been established for now, so reinforcements are not going to be an issue, but I think Lings are still going to go down. Hell, this cannon, it looks like it's going to go down. It's chrono boosted. And again, we saw in the last series, if you chrono boost the cannon, it attacks a little bit quicker. 50% faster to be precise. But right now, this is not a good position for our Protoss player to be in. He is mining still, though, guys, which is really worth noting. But whether you're mining or not, he's got no gas income. And guess what? There's Mutalisks on the way. Looks like the extractors or the assimilators finally finished up. These Zealots, as stated before, if they get surrounded, are in for some trouble. OldPeaceRoadz was not prepared for this level of aggression. And more importantly, ieZael was not prepared to get into the base like this. But he's still going to make the best of it. Now goes to the middle line, tries to duck out good fights. Has to be so careful that he doesn't lose anything else. Because right now... oh no, oh no. A pretty decent surround goes off on a couple of these Zealots. Not microing the one weak Zealot back. Will finally clean up these Lings, albeit barely. But again... Spire is on the way. No cannons within the mineral lines, and OldPeaceRoadz is looking to be in a lot of trouble, guys. This is like, there's no way he even builds a Stargate in time, much less gets Corsairs. And forget about Dragoons, he lost the Cybercore. Forget about the Stargate, he lost the Cybercore. He's only just rebuilding it. Unless OldPeaceRoadz throws down like 5 cannons at each base right now, this is it. This will be a 3-0 sweep for ieZael. Mutalisks are coming. He's not even going with Carapace. He knows he doesn't need it. There's no Stargate. He's been in the base with the Lings for so darn long. This is going to be game, guys. This is going to be game. Ozbox, you're asking when the STARBOW beta is going to be over. I don't know if you really classify it as a typical beta, but with the arcade being free to play, anyone can play it. So, I mean, you don't even have to have StarCraft 2. Just play it. It's free. Go play some STARBOW. Help everyone beta test it or whatever. But one cannon comes down. One cannon a defense does not make. This is actually not even arranged for the southern half. Like, the Mutalisks can park their butts here and kill the probes. Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh. You may even... this could be problematic. You could actually pick off the pylons powering the cannons, worth noting, guys. Here and here, they're not covered at all. I don't know if he's recognized that or not, but still going to go on top of the cannon. A little buck wild, micros back the low Mutalisk, and that's going to allow him to kill the cannon. No chrono boost on that cannon will cost this mineral line. And this is really looking not good, is the best way I could describe this. Could go for the probes. Should probably go for the probes. Tirelessly trying to chip away at the pylon, but not going to get much for it. There we go. Now starts going for the probes. Main base has been resaturated here with a couple more cannons down, but again, I don't know. Scourges are on the way. Corsairs are not going to get a lot done, I fear. And lots of macro hatcheries coming down top of this for ieZael back at home. So depowers the gateway. Oh, that hurts. That hurts a lot. There's a cannon coming down, but there's still nothing powering up the Corsair, so no real means of anti-air. And what do you do in this situation other than not get caught like with your pants down? When those Lings ran by that wall, I mean, guys, OldPeaceRoadz was doing it perfectly. Like, building gateways behind gateways, canceling to build a cannon. It was just this one little crack that cost in this game, I feel, more than anything else. He was in a pretty good spot. Lurker Den is on the way, so even if these Mutalisks somehow magically get shut down, there is a plan B. Scourge is camping on top of this, guarantee that the Corsairs are not going to get much done. Trying to pick off the actual physical building to prevent more from coming out. There's 3 goons on the ground, but they don't have a lot of health. They've got no maneuverability. I don't know why OldPeaceRoadz... it's A for effort, but at this point it's done, right? Like, Scourge takes out the Corsair. Mutalisks say, all right, you know what? I'll just duck over to the main. Okay, there's some cannons here. Well, guess what? I'll just keep harassing. That looks like the shields on the main nexus never even fully recharged yet. Like, that's how much this has been an annoyance and how little of a break our poor Protoss players been able to catch. But like I said, there is a follow-up. He wasn't investing all in. This wasn't like LOL YOLO Mutalisks. If OldPeaceRoadz could come back from this game, guys, this would be like the game you show people to get into STARBOW. But despite the fact that comebacks from behind are more popular and more common in STARBOW, I don't think it's going to happen. I hate being Mr. Negative, and I'm saying this with a smile on my face. You can consider it sadistic if you like, but this is looking to be just about over. I'm just trying to think like what he could have done other than this, and really it just comes down to that wall off. It sucks, but I think that's about it. There's really the Dragoon counts actually looking pretty nice here, but again versus lurkers, that's not going to hold up too well. Mutalisk counts are still being invested into. He's taking all the bases on the map that he can right now, because why the hell not? Drop a creep in the wrong spot. If you don't know ieZael, you're supposed to drop it over here. Like he doesn't know that. But this is worth noting, guys. ieZael, we showed in the lobby beforehand. I asked, like, you know, have you been practicing in secret? Like, where did you come from to take this tournament by storm? He literally has not dropped a single map today. And he said, I don't know, it's my first time playing. Just having fun with it. No, he may be lying. I don't know. But still, curious, interesting, and talented is this player. We'll be able to finish this off, I think, with the last couple cannons going down. Lings are going to become more and more effective against these Dragoons. Mutalisk can start engaging on top of this, and looks to be about it, guys. This army is just getting swamped upon. Mutalisks are starting to dwindle a little bit, though. We'll give him that much, but not so much that he's going to run out of them anytime soon. Not even needing to focus fire, as we see. More Lings flooding across the map with more Mutalisks after this. Finally, the last remnants of anti-air defenses are taken out. There are still some cannons in the main. Templar Archives is finally coming up, but Archons, I feel, is a little bit too late. Would love to have seen these Archons way earlier. But yeah, guys, STARBOW is free to play. You can download the arcade for free. You don't even need a full version of StarCraft 2. I recommend, if you think you could have played better than any of the players you watched today, go practice, go try, and challenge them next week. But this was a very, very convincingly strong victory from ieZael, and I don't want to overcompliment him because I don't know. His opponent got so screwed by one small pixel on his wall. As a Terran player, we have left our depots down and we have lost the games similar to this. I know this feeling, and I feel really bad for OldPeaceRoadz right now. Back towards the main, turtle mode fully engaged. Lings are not going to be able to squeeze in through the Sim City, and Mutalisks are not going to be able to engage on top of this too directly. It will be straight up suicide. But again, guys, this is, you've got 5 bases on the map, 6 on the way. Your opponent's stuck barely on 1. Yes, his economy is still strong if you actually look at it, and storms will be pretty darn cool. But I don't know. There's lurkers, there's lings. The swarm is coming. Fantasy GG timing. Hey, we cast that guy earlier. Well, just grabbing some water. Lurkers with their range are going to be so great for this, and of course their damage is going to mean the Dragoons can't come anywhere near them. Combination of the splash as well as the actual damage, the raw damage that they deal is quite good. But yeah, these are essentially Zerg Siege tanks, guys. Spiky and deadly. A couple storms gonna get slapped down. Now, as stated before, these are not the pansy-ass storms you see in StarCraft 2. These are 112 damage, so I thought it was 125. Still much higher than the 80 damage that they do in regular StarCraft. Storms are quite volatile. Depowering these gateways, really limiting production, catering crystals. What this basically does is give us enough energy for the Templar to storm upon spawning, I believe. So this was an upgrade eventually removed. Number 1 Mutalisk Hater EU reporting in. A good game. And alright. Goody, of course, small reference there, does play Protoss, guys, and STARBOW, for those of you who are unaware why he's talking about a Terran player. That's going to be it, though. Looks like ieZael will take it. 3-0. Didn't drop a single map this entire tournament. Big congratulations to our APS YouTube player.